Hello everyone, we are GovTech AI. Before I begin, I want you to imagine something. A sanitation worker enters a manhole. Within seconds, toxic gas builds up. There is no warning, no time to react. By the time someone realizes something is wrong, it may be already too late. That is the reality in confined, severe environments. We built DepthShield to change that, not just to detect gas, but to enforce safety and to reduce secure delay when every second matters. Most existing systems use handheld gas detectors. They measure, they warn, but they still rely on human reaction. DepthShield goes one step further. It is a centralized gas monitoring and automated response system designed specifically to protect sanitation workers before and during severe entry. We focused on one thing: how do we reduce unsafe exposure in real time? Real time gas detection. Our system uses existing multi gas sensors to continuously monitor hydrogen sulphide, methane, carbon monoxide, and oxygen levels. If oxygen drops below 19.5%, the system immediately marks it as hazardous based on established safety standards. Gas levels are categorized into low, medium, and high. Before any worker enters, the system validates whether the environment is safe or not. This removes guesswork. No worker should enter a manual based on assumption. Health based warnings. Now, instead of waiting for critical danger, we introduce early health warnings. If gas levels start rising gradually, workers are already alerted early. This gives them time to prepare and exit safely. Which levels reach high risk, vibration and audio alerts are triggered immediately. At the same time, supervisors can see live updates on a centralized dashboard, so both the worker underground and the supervisor above ground are aligned in real time. Autonomous emergency trigger. This is where depth shield becomes different. If a gas spike happens and the worker becomes inactive at the same time, the system activates emergency mode automatically. There is no waiting for manual reporting. The supervisor is alerted instantly. Rescue coordination begins immediately, and digital entry approval is restricted to prevent further exposure. This directly addresses one of the biggest causes of fatality: rescue delay. Technically, the system is simple and reliable. Gas sensors capture environmental readings, and IoT module sends the data to a centralized backend. The backend applies threshold-based logic to classify risk as low, medium, or high. Based on that classification, alerts are triggered to worker devices, supervisor dashboard, and the emergency model if needed. We intentionally kept the decision logic deterministic and reliable because safety systems must be predictable. This is not a conceptual idea. We use commercially available industrial gas sensors. No changes to severe infrastructure are required. The system can be deployed in high-risk zones first. It integrates into existing supervisory workflows, and because it is software-driven, it is scalable and cost-efficient. This makes it realistic, not theoretical. Based on structured data, enforcement and automated escalation, we project a 30 to 40% reduction in hazardous gas exposure in pilot zones, up to 50 to 60% faster emergency response, prevention of unsafe entry when gas levels exceed safety thresholds, and complete digital logging of safety checks for accountability. This improves worker safety and governance transparency at the same time. In future, we plan to integrate water flow monitoring to identify safer cleaning time work windows. We also aim to use historical gas data to detect recurring high risk zones, but our MEP already solves the most critical risk: immediate toxic exposure. Depth Shield is not just a gas detector, it is a safety enforcement system. It protects workers before they enter, it alerts them during danger, and it reacts automatically when seconds matter. Our goal is simple: no sanitation worker should lose their life due to undetected toxic exposure. Thank you.